At all L'Anse Creuse schools, all anyone has been talking about is the upcoming Charity Week.
It's basically a week where we have a bunch of events and we raise a bunch of money to give back to either local or like national charities, but this week we're all giving back to 3 local charities.
This year we've chosen to support the Macomb Charitable Foundation, a Rejoiceful Animal Rescue, and Special Olympics.
There's always a wide array of events going on during Charity Week. But what's going on this year?
Participation is a big thing for Charity Week, and so for things like coin stalls, the thrift store, Power Buff, the staff volleyball game, Pet Wars, some of it's in school in which you can already learn more about it and participate, but other stuff is more of just after school showing up if you have the free time and enjoying some of the activities that LCN Student Council has put together.
There are other events like ice skating or just maybe going out to eat at some of the local restaurants and businesses within our community, voting for a teacher's pet that you might like, watching the pet parade. So there's something every day, pancake breakfast, coin stalls. There's lots of different ways for everybody to be a part of it, depending on what your interest is.
But why is Charity Week so important?
Well, with COVID, I'm really sure you've heard about the local businesses around our school, some having to close because there wasn't any money going in. So I know during 2019, 2020, that type of stuff, we kind of put more money back into the local businesses that are surrounding our schools, not only creating connections with students that are in the high school, but also just kind of creating a friendly face that you've seen before, but also some of the kids in our own school were affected by this, so we kind of want to counteract those effects. Since we've kind of moved on a little bit from COVID, we've started giving back to issues that students in LCN care about, such as domestic violence, pet abuse, just certain things that students at our school feel we need to pay more attention to or highlight.
Charity Week's important because it's a nice opportunity to give back to the community or those who are in need. And I think that since we do it at a high school level, it gets teenagers and kids involved with giving back to the community. So it's not just reliant on adults. Teenagers have the chance to make a big change and do something too.
And that's not even counting the best parts of Charity Week.
My favorite part is I like how united it brings the schools together, since we're combined, LCN's combined with LC and PanCal. Pretty much we all 3 work together, and I like that it brings all the schools together. Or we have an LCN staff volleyball game, that brings the schools together because obviously we want to beat each other, so it brings the schools together in a fun competitive way. But same with all the other events, we coordinate with them, so I just like that it brings all of L'Anse Creuse together for a bigger purpose.
Probably the Pet Wars. I feel like that's the day that kids remember the most because they love having all the animals in the building, and they're usually very well behaved. And I love having my dog here, so I love being able to bring him with me.
Mine is probably the pep assembly. I love the anticipation throughout the week. You've already done all the events, you've done Pet Wars, and you just want to get that total amount. What did we raise? I love seeing it grow and grow and grow each year and become better and better. So I think that's my favorite part, is the pep assembly, because that's when everything's revealed.
The week itself and the overall morale boost you see throughout the school. Everyone is so excited for every aspect. There's not a specific event I like. I just like coming to school during the week knowing that we're having these special events and we have surprises in store, so you don't necessarily know what's going to happen that day, but we're doing things during lunch, we're doing things during classes, and that's my favorite part, is just being there and showing up.
Time to give back to our community and have some fun. So consider donating and participating in L'Anse Creuse's Charity Week. From Cruise Line, I'm Serenity Burgos.